Some solitude. L. You know what I love song that started off? L is for the way she looks at me, but I got a better spin on it. L, E-L-L-E. That means she. L is for the way she looks at me. Somebody really admires how you look at them. Your perception of this person or these people. The way you see the good. You constantly see the stronger of the characteristic traits in people. Aquarius, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I feel like you have better things to do with your time than the neuroses that you're faced with in your current professional life. So it's time for you to quit. You're practicing a bigger dream. So now it's like, I really don't want to sound like an asshole, but I can't be around all these petty ass people no more, even though I knew they were petty. It's like something about you shifted and evolved, and it's like a big fairy climax that's approaching. But nonetheless, keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I feel like you can handle this. It's like you're giving yourself all kinds of pep talks. Be brave and true. Something about you being a spirit warrior. Something about you not afraid to be happy, because it's a number 19 on here. 19 would be the sun card in the tarot deck, traditional tarot deck. Something that was a massive headache, that was a pain in the ass, met with too many challenges, too much ratchet pettiness. Everybody talking like they talk like what they think a boss sounds like. Like, it's stupid. It's just stupid. Okay? That's just my attitude that I'm picking up in this reading. And it's next to an Ace of Cups. And a fairy climax. And your strength. Something about your physical endurance. Okay. I feel like I want to get right into it. But some of these notes carried over from the last reading. Some about reading, writing, love. And some about Black history, white future. That's what I'm talking about. Black history is not... It's all the honorable things about the culture. But in this case, the Black history is the dark things you've overcome from your life. You know, that shaped you into the person you are now. So you created a white future. Like, you left off of generational curses and you created something better for the next generations to come. That's how I mean it. I don't even want to start with these, but I kept seeing the supernatural deck. That's you. All right, so be brave and true. Something about you being true to your happiness, and something about somebody want to say something. Don't have nothing to say, so they find any little thing to say, any little thing that they see that might be something different. Like, I never seen you act like that before. It makes the news. Something about you makes the news about any little thing you do. If you slip on a fucking banana peel, it made the news, okay? Like, you're that kind of enforceful. Blame it on my gypsy soul. How bright and vibrant you are. Like, it's hard for you. Don't blend in. You're not trying to blend in. Why would I blend in? Creatrix. I like that card together. The overall energy. Creatrix. It's mysterious. It's like you made something out of nothing. I don't know how you did that shit, like an illusionist. The Angel of Truth. The Black Diamond. True love is eternal. It is eternal. It is eternal. Someone don't have a fabulous, you don't see somebody's fabulous cover. You see them for who they truly are. I like that. You should see my eyes, the way they roll just now. But, this is true love is eternal. It is. That's you and somebody. You'll always... It's going to be a pivotal point where you could be socializing somewhere and it's going to be a snapshot taken of you and this person. You're going to keep, this is very futuristic, but you're going to have this photo as your beauty begins to fade, where it'll solely just be your kind spirit is what people naturally always saw. Some people can't see past your beauty, and some people see you for who you truly are, but you see somebody for who they truly are. You kind of like go way past what they naturally look like. That's something like that. So 42 breaks down to a 6. 39 breaks down to a 12, which can turn into another 3. Either way, remember, when the angel of truth shows up in a reading, it's like a truth that wants to be told. It needs to be heard. That kind of coincides with what I said about this picture right here. It's like, it may seem like the whole world wants to believe in a lie. And so you wonder if you're crazy. But I don't think you feel like you're the one that's crazy. I feel like it can get crazy with the people liking to believe a lot of nonsense because they're too lazy. They don't have a big enough dream. They don't have the drive. They don't have your ambition. So they don't share your conversation. You basically feel like you're the only one that knows some shit and everybody else don't. Like, in that essence, so you wonder if you're crazy. No, you don't. It's no insecurities. You don't need the reassurance. You reassure yourself. And if you're the only one who is thinking differently and desiring the real story to emerge, it's like those who fight against the truth are more in need of it. So it's like a man not liking the fact that he needs this female is led to do what most men do, but it's a female doing it this time. So it's like, I don't want to say I need a damn woman. In that essence, it's like, is this but them saying that would be a little surface level. It's what the woman is representing. That is the truth that the woman is representing is what's in need of it. And I don't feel like this is the person you're talking that I keep blushing about. That's not the person I'm talking about. Someone doesn't understand you while somebody else lives for you. Like, I like that. That kind of energy should never be like muted or phased out or played down. That's why I like you, because you got a gypsy soul. There's something about you and this is alike. The gypsy soul, the black diamond and the gypsy. You're not an actual gypsy, but what people nickname people who are free spirited, who have their own mind. Somebody who moves to the beat of their own drum. It's like you have a realization about yourself, the world, and others. It's a truth that needs to be told, and you're called to tell it. And it's going to be a group of men that's not going to like it because they know it's something about you, but it's something they can't really throw pebbles at you. Somebody took a cheap shot at you and you felt it. Not going to lie. You felt it in your gypsy soul. You felt that shit like that. You knew that they were trying to be disrespectful because they weaker than you. They need the truth you embody naturally, which was a huge fucking mistake. I'm gonna be honest. You felt like slapping the fuck out this person. This is a female to a man. You felt like slapping this man in public because he act weak any fucking way. You did. And I think what keeps you grounded is knowing that there's somebody like you. That's somebody who keeps your ass grounded because you'll fuck up real quick. And I'm hearing 50 Cent, like, remember when Jay-Z and Alicia Keys performed New York? And what's the young girl, you don't see her anymore, but she had the song, My Lip Gloss, Lil Mama, My Lip Gloss Be Poppin'. She came on, she crashed the stage. I'm not going to lie, it was entertaining as hell. But it wasn't in a way where it clowns the two people that was performing the song. But Jay-Z didn't like it. He was pissed off. He was very pissed off that she did that. So somebody interviewed 50 Cent and said, would it have played out that way if somebody would have crashed your stage? And he was like, no. See, I'd have fucked up. If somebody tried to jump on my stage, I'd have punched him. And that's just what I'm getting. Is like the spirit, like the heart that 50 Cent embodies is, it's like the nature of the relationship, the brotherhood between 50 Cent and Eminem. Motherfucker, you're not stupid. You ever try to cross him, you cross me too. But those people are never scared. But the person that is pissed off with you is who's scared, who let people crash their fucking stage and they just sit back and play cool, like the coolest fucking punk ever. And I'm not calling Jay-Z a punk, but that's a young lady. I don't think he would have pushed a female. But anyway, the point is he played it off. He played it cool, but you could see on his face and his energy, he ain't like that shit. Meanwhile, 50 Cent, you pull some shit like that with 50 Cent, he's going to get aggressive with you. That's the point. So you have a 50 Cent spirit, and the man has the weak spirit of playing it cool. while, so it's two storylines here. The angel of truth, you know, talks about the truth, the truth needing to be told. It's like the truth is what you embody, is what you naturally embody. Okay. And even though there's no cards here that indicate the jealous spirit that's mad at you, but their energy is very strong. They're trying to be in your energy because you have a soul. Your soul is a divine creative fire. Okay. It's a certain spitfire about you, like I said. So when you see the Gypsy card, what I get from it, it's like that divine badass energy. But what I get from it is like, you're encouraged to say yes to new opportunities, new adventures, ideas, and connections. Like, you'll try any fucking thing. You have that drive. Like, I'm not afraid to see anything coming to fruition. I don't care if you think the idea is stupid. Those are the ones I pick up and turn into fruition. You have that knack. So you have an eye for art. That's where that part ties together with this. You recognize, you have a soul recognition of somebody because you have that knack for art. You don't overlook the best of anything. You know a hit when you see one. Boom. Especially the ones that fill your heart with a sense of excitement. Perhaps just before your mind begins to dwell in doubts and concerns, before that pessimism sets in, you're trying to talk yourself out of something before you even give it a chance. No, you know better. You can handle the unfamiliar better than most. And once you get the bearings, you'll find a way to kind of thrive, to enjoy what you discover and experience. You're able to flex your muscles better once you figure out that recipe. You figure out the recipe quicker than most. That's what it says. Like, you're not afraid to explore. Like, okay, so I see people talking you out of this particular friendship. They're trying to, but it's something about you. It's like the whole festive, the whole package. But I put these together. Like, before you write this person off as anything, like, don't forget, this person comes to the table with way more than the average. This person's smarter than the average bear. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. Somebody says that. It's like you have that need and that ability for creative self-expression, whether it's your look, your room, your house, your art, your altar, your journals, like something of everything about your life needs to be free to let that inspiration within. It finds a way to take shape of the world. Something like that. It's like, whoever don't like you, you on that shit harder. You don't even acknowledge them. But when it comes to this black diamond, you have a powerful journey. It's something about you. You got something to do. It's an assignment that needs to be done in this lifetime. And it's not easy to take this path. However, you are the wisdom bearer, right? So if you're you're one of the ones who's not destroyed by dark experiences in life. I'll say that part again. You are one of the precious people who are not destroyed by dark experiences in life, but rather is able to find the wisdom and the empowerment through overcoming them. That's why I'm picking up on somebody who's jealous of your spirit. You dig what I'm saying? Who took little petty jabs and you picked that shit up. You realize he's letting his weakness be known to you. It ain't like you didn't already know that. You just never disrespect people about your differences. But now that you know, you can never go back to not knowing. You got to treat this particular person like a weak spirit. All the while, you got to take this journey with this. I think that weak spirit is picking up on the fact that you're like this with somebody else. It's like it's a spirit. It's like it becomes more creative. I think this card wouldn't even be here. This card wouldn't be here if this card wasn't here. I feel like that because this further amplifies this person. It's like people might have counted you out like you're an eyeball or something like that. It's like, how can I say it? By yourself, you can hold your own. Then when you start linking with like-spirited people, then it becomes a declaration of war. But you're a person with the creatrix here. You know how to win the war before you declare it. You always knew how to win the war before you declare it. So something was always eccentric about you. It's like your mannerism. It's like you have a certain character. It's like people only come with either charm or good looks. or common sense. Like, you don't have everything at once. You have a particular mannerism that allows you in multiple conversations, whichever conversation you choose to be in. You have it like that. You're an oxymoron. It's like odd. Like, people scratch their, they kind of hold their chin about it. It's like, it's not usual that you see that in one particular resource. So it's also like, I'm not going to lie, it's awesome that you're like that and you're using it to make a change in the world or make the world a better place. Do something to add to the positive reinforcement that we as human beings need. You're using it for the better. Okay? And that kind of like opens the door for a connection like this. It opens the door for you to be more, you live in your truth. It opens the door to be true to yourself. You dig what I'm saying? So it's a lot of masses to the conglomerate with the creatrix. It's like, the reason you even connect with somebody like this is because you're not ruined at all. You're not. So why? What are we talking about here? You have every right to feel bold and joyful about what life holds for you next. It's like, anytime somebody want to take a jab at you, it's because they're insecure and they're afraid of their own demons. They can't face their own demons and they're scared of their own shadow. And that's not for you to have to apologize about. Even this card right here, I'm not even using this deck, but I have them flipped over. You're this person. You and this person, this kind of like goes hand in hand together. It's like the death of transformation card. A lot. You see that? Rather, somebody wants you to be like this. They want you to be like tormented by the illusions that they're something that they're not. You bypass everybody who's something that they're not. You see the hangman? Somebody wants to just cause you, like, inflict their insecurities on you and call it seduction. And it's not. Look, the fuck. You see how this man in those 4 of Pentacles is like making this woman crawl for just trying to take a cheap shot at her in front of everybody. Like, that's what it was. And for somebody to try to, like, somebody wants to walk up, wants to conquer you, and they don't have what it takes. They're too weak because you already protected. You already met a match. That's kind of good. With the Queen of Cups. Somebody already guards your chastity. I don't even know that they're guarding your chastity, but they're led to guard your chastity. Oh. Now, I'm gonna put all this stuff back, but that just illustrated my point. I just looked over at that one card and saw this, and I want to keep it. I actually want to keep it, so I am. The theme of this reading is death to transformation, or something like that. It's like a spiritual mojo. Something about you shining with dark beauty through the soul that has been able to withstand great intensity and you still remain intact. It's like the way you've been through. Nobody would ever be able to tell what you've conquered just by looking at you. They can't tell you've been through all that stuff. You know, with the power to defend yourself against jealousy, ill wishes, and curses. So the weak spirit I keep picking up on is the person who can't conquer you. They can't do nothing with you. They already, like, they're so weak in it, like their emotions like kind of takes over the situation. So they've already let it slip that they got envy. It's something with the spirit of envy. So you're going to have to watch this person. It could be in a workspace. It could be in a neighborhood. It could be in your family dynamic. It could be a fake friend. You're starting to realize somebody's a fake friend. But you know how to face your fears. And that's what that person don't like about you. They get envious. Like, your soul has been working to you transform your attitude towards fear by learning how to feel it without being overcome by it. And that's what I feel like. You meet a lot of people who are overcome or just misled by fear. And you're not. You kind of take it head on. I feel like you're ready for an empowered, beautiful, and precious life journey. It's something you're supposed to be doing that led you here. Every experience led you here. That leads up to this moment. The fuck? I feel like I can't say it the way I want to say it. I don't know why. I feel like if this resonates with you, you're kind of picking up on a negative spirit. Something is trying to overtake you mentally. watch mental manipulation, like people who could like dish out negative energy because they thinking nasty thoughts or ignorant thoughts against you. And I think you're picking up on it very potently. Or it could be your person that's trying to remove himself from anybody who's thinking ill will about you. Shuffle for Aquarius. I see bloodsuckers. This person is a bloodsucker. Okay? Because you know how to rewrite your future into something better. Maybe this person come from the darker woods of wherever the hell they came from, but no. Shuffle for Aquarius. Why is this negative energy more potent than your life's journey? Who you're supposed to be building a life with? Why? Okay. Off the rip, without even looking at the cards, I guarantee you if a cup, I guarantee you if one of the cups come out, this person got feelings for you. They're not man enough for you. They're insecure about you and the attention you get. This person don't know how to address you. They feel embarrassed because they don't know how to address you. Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's a premature ejaculator too. You don't know that though. Okay? What's the overall energy? The Queen of Cups with the Creatrix. So someone thought with the Ace of Wands is here and the Sun. Somebody visualizes a future with you. Someone sees a future with you but don't know how to approach you. Like you the highlight of somebody's day. Every time they come to work, it could be a nagging, irritating ass place of employment. But when you get there, you don't know what you're doing for somebody. Your aura, you're blaming on my gypsy soul. You don't realize what you do for somebody's peace of mind. There's only one problem. They never told you that. You're starting to see it through their moodiness. They do little things to get your attention, to get you to talk to them more. So now they think they figured out something. If you start having problems at work and this person is the cause of it, they're doing it to get your attention. A lot of this is workspace, but this could even be in your neighborhood or a social club or a place that you go hang out at, and you typically see the same crowd there for the most part. So it could be a place you hang out at, and it's like somebody's like if you go to if you have a favorite restaurant, and you typically see the same crowd there on the particular days you go there, and you have the same waiters or waitresses there. If you notice that you get along with, you have a favorite waiter, this person cool as hell, but you'll know that your aura is your energy that's doing something for this waiter. So he's extra nice to you. But based off of it, he could be a nice person anyway. I'm not taking that from him, but he's being extra nice to you. Like he does little extra details of things that if you're a person who orders something that's very intricate or detail oriented, he gets it. Not only does he get it right, he goes above and beyond and does extra stuff on top of it. Now you see him fucking your shit up and try to act like he didn't just fuck your shit up. You dig what I'm saying? Like if he know you're allergic to tomatoes, all of a sudden tomatoes land on your food and you ask him to correct it and he gets defensive, like he didn't just do that shit on purpose, and you kind of like alarmed, like, all right, I ain't never seen that attitude in you before, but at the same time, I'm allergic to tomatoes, I can't have them. Can you just ask them to redo the whole thing? Because it's like tomato juice is kind of saturated in the food, like you're allergic, you can't have it, or something like that. And he's getting defensive, like it's pulling an arm and a leg. Like, I'm not asking for you to shoot for the moon. I'm asking for my food to be made correctly. And he's acting like, you catch it. He tried to be slick about it, but you catch him giving you a certain attitude. That's his way of saying, I like you I've had the biggest crush on you for the longest time. And every time you come in here, you could be somebody who likes to date or just has a group of friends, and the person watch how all the different friends might want your attention in somehow, some way, or you may have been on a couple different dates and you took them, they're all there at the same space. So he see you out and about, look on the bottom. Ace of Swords is true. It's true. Somebody's going to start telling you the truth about how they feel. Death of transformation is like they see you getting chummy or closer, or catch the vibe that they don't see you as much. And when they do, you got a different persona because you're not trying to mislead anybody because you're serious about somebody now. You met your match and they're starting to pick that up. So it's making them address their feelings. That's the truth. So that passion is like, is further amplified. It's like death of transformation for both. Like you're on a spiritual journey, or just on, you're led to go a different direction, or with a particular person. And this person is like imbalanced. Like, I can't keep myself and keep you too. I'm not loving you the way I want to. Oh gosh, because this is too much. I can't see you with somebody else. Six of Pentacles. All the while, the world, this person has deviant thoughts about you. If I can't have you, nobody can have you. It's like they have to deal with their feelings, and they're trying to keep it bottled in, and they're starting to internalize in a very unhealthy way. They just want to get on. They want to be alone with you. I bet you if I take her to another state or another country, and just like they're running, it's like their thoughts is running away with them. It's like, I bet you if we just run away, just the two of us, like you could have kids, but just run away with the two of us. Like, well, what about the kids? Leave them with the neighbor. Let them like set up this person is setting up an elaborate whole scheme. Like, I just want to I'm going to run away with you with the circus. Okay. We'll expect you to run away with the circus and y'all just live happily ever after. Let's just go to Rio de Janeiro. We could change our name. We could change we can get a nose job. Nobody will ever recognize us. And we could just be together. Yeah, this is somebody running away with their emotions about you. All the while, you're starting something. You're starting something. And, you know, you're led by way of happiness, vitality, and joy. Like, you're passionate about another journey, a different life experience, and this person is like in the closet somewhere, via emotional. See, this is too many cards, I think. Well, you got the Ten of Swords here. This is exactly what I was thinking. Like, look. Somebody's gonna end up either you or them. They're gonna try to run away. If I can't have you, nobody can have you. Once they realize, I feel like with the Black Diamond card I keep showing you, they realize they don't have a shot, so they could try to set something like this up, period. Or you're going to end up doing that to them, just thinking it's innocent. Y'all just, everybody's hanging out and it's normal, and they're going to try something, and you're going to have to end up doing something like this. I can't say it for what it is because we on YouTube. Yeah. The four, it's not as many cards. It's just the texture of the cards is thick. So look, you got the Four of Swords. That's call a truce. That's forced to retreat. Somebody's going to be forced to back off of you. Justice. The Justice card is here. The Hierophant. And the Three of Wands. So what I'm seeing here is somebody lacks the ambition to take out a powerful leader, or you are in a powerful position to lead people or lead by example for the people. And that could be you could be anything, any kind of mass communicator, whether a singer, a rapper, public speaker, a life coach or something. And somebody, you have a fatal attraction on your hands. This is somebody who wants to make friends with you, but they really, deep down inside, they're not wrapped that tight. They're some kind of serial, you know what I mean? Serial killer. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. But listen, with the Justice and the Hierophant and the Three of Wands, this is like somebody who's carefully trying to plan something to go and to go in their favor. Only problem is this person sees, I get the energy of a nervous wreck. This person can't hide their emotions in their body language, their face, their tonality, everything about them change when they get in their feelings. So trying to pull this off is like they have anxiety. That's what I read. So somebody could be behind the scenes going through all this separation anxiety that only exists in them. Like you can probably just get along with this person in a professional space, but it's so much more to them in their reality. So they're starting to see you parade around, either you parade around or they watch you so closely that they know it's somebody else. They know it's somebody else. So now they want to take matters into their own hands. All right. That's the transformation, bro. Something's not going to go right. It's either they're going to knock you unconscious and then you make it out of that. You make it back to tell that story because you had to defend yourself. That's going to make, some about it is going to make the news with the Hierophant and the Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like, it's only a matter of time before somebody sees an opportunity, okay, to strike. And this is somebody who's public. So somebody trying to make their bones by taking somebody down who's public. Like most fatal attractions take out the John Lennons, your Michael Jackson, somebody who's big name, big artist, you know, for clout. They could do life in jail, even get the death penalty, but they have a new claim to fame in a very sadistic, derogatory, twisted, dark fantasy way. So now to shape it up, I said something about Black history, white future. Now, in that essence, the essence that I just explained, for those who are like more fatally attracted to somebody, their Black history is going to be their demise. Their white future is like, white is like the sleep of death, the cousin of, like, it's death, okay? In some essence, not just Black. White is too. So Black history, something that went unhealed, undealt with from history, from your childhood, bringing from the way you grew up, or something that happened to you along the way, went undealt with, loosened the screw, caused you to be. That's how serial killers and stuff were born or created, because their issues went undealt with. They do it once, they get turned out, they get freaked out, they keep doing it. It becomes an addiction. It becomes a new fame, a new sense of empowerment. Nobody ever paid me attention. So this could be a heads up for somebody who's in the public eye that you have a fatal attraction. You need to be careful. All the while, you got a spiritual journey. It's time to shrink your friend group. And you're not going to know that until you shrink your friend group, because somebody, as long as they have your attention, you'll never know. They keep a smile on their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know them. You don't see no signs of them being like sick like that. But whoever I'm talking to is everybody's cat's meow with this Queen of Cups and this Creatrix card right here. Like, you could be in a social setting with a group of people and everybody is like there in their Sunday's best or their best mannerism or whatever they got that's cool for you, to entertain you. So when I see the Queen of Cups, I see somebody who's intuitive. So you could pick up, you could be just empathic. So you could be starting to absorb some of that negative energy that's being sent your way. It's getting stronger because you're not that close to somebody anymore. The Fool. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, something to do with work. Here go the Wheel of Fortune again. Ticking time bomb. Somebody goes home and masturbates to you a lot. Somebody's overtaken with the whispers of the shaitan, which is Satan, and don't realize they're overtaken by the shaitan in an attempt to stop this part of your progress. You're in a space of empowerment. You're in a space of truth. You're in a space of liberation. You're very free. And the Tower is on the bottom. Ace of Cups. So now you got 3 aces out here. The Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. So this is the opportunity. 3 different opportunities, 3 different places and spaces. Like you're somebody's love Jones. You see that Ace of Cups? Somebody is like overtaken about you, over you. What's the Fool for? Okay. Oh, this one is okay. The 6 of Swords. That is somebody who wants to just go away and keep you. They want to create a scenario where it's just the 2 of you. And if you refuse, they have a backup plan to try to take you out. The 7 of Swords. A part of their scheme is to make rumors about you. And the Lovers. This is their sadistic way. These are their sadistic fantasies, my dark, twisted fantasies. And the 2 of Wands is they're trying to dig up dirt on you. You see how the cameras are, these girls' vagina, my thumb is in the way, but her stuff is on display. These girls' vaginas is on display. So the rumor, they're trying to find out your past to try to make it public. They're going to start with some form of humiliation and try to be the person that comes and saves the day. They have all kinds of fantasies about you. Okay, to make you feel rejected. And then you have the Justice card again. Okay. I had enough of that. Okay. Ace of Cups. Hierophant. Now listen to this. This Ace of Cups, this Ace of Cups is here twice. Somebody's very in love. The Hierophant is here twice too. With somebody who's on a public platform. And it could be somebody who's already in jail or trying to get you or put you in a space of oppression. Ace of Swords, that's true. Okay, all this could have been avoided. You know, this is the trickster, the one who's secretly obsessed. He could try to slip something in your drink and at an outing to get you alone in the car with him to go to the middle of nowhere. Something about you making headlines and being successful with whatever it is you do. With the 9 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. That says success and that says gain. So capital gain. You could have rejected this person's offer and just said, we'll just be friends or something like that. And they've been in hermit mode ever since. Worried, feeling abandoned. Okay, you see the Hermit card? This is like a homeless person on a train. They've been like twisted ever since. With the 5 of Pentacles, abandoned, worried. And they have been strategizing. Okay. With the Death of Transformation and the High Priestess. It's like you're too strong. You're too strong of an influence. Somebody wants to stage something pertaining to you. That's the King of Cups, the filmmaker. Somebody wants to stage something because you're a public defender. Somebody's on a platform, but they want to make it look like an accident or make it look like something happened along the way to the hospital. You dig what I'm saying? Like they want to make, it's something with poison, some kind of like sly way. Like if you remember the show Rescue 911, they have a scenario where an innocent woman's in her house in her bathrobe. She wakes up, she has a headache. She goes into the cabinet to take a Tylenol. Innocently enough, 20 minutes later, she collapsed on her floor. They do an autopsy and they research it all the way back to the factory that the pills came from, and somebody in the factory slipped poison in a random bottle and 3 random bottles of Tylenol that just shipped out throughout the United States. So 3 different scenarios. Somebody took a Tylenol for GP and just dropped dead. They started conspiring and comparing notes. Like all these 3 people died the same, but in 3 different states at a random, just taking Tylenol, and this certain poison shows up in their system, and nothing connects the dots until they realize this happened to 2 other people in 2 other states at random. And they start to connect them all and link it back to the factory where the Tylenol came from, where the workers put the pills in the bottle, that a factory worker of all people slipped poison in 3 different bottles that shipped out everywhere, and 3 different people from different states just dropped dead. So it's something like that. They want to make it look like a conspiracy theory when I see the death card in the high priestess. Okay? And this person eventually does go to jail. Or put you in a space of oppression. They just want you in a space of oppression so that it's either that or this religious leader that doesn't make any sense. They go from highly respected to having to sit in jail behind something that's a conspiracy that they're allegedly accused of doing. You know, so it could be the random factory worker that I just explained, because that's a true event. That was on the show Rescue 911. That was over like 20 years ago. Okay, but I used to watch that show, and that was like, it made me scared to take pills for like Tylenols and stuff like that. It made me afraid to do that kind of stuff because you just never know what goes through people's minds. It was a phase in life where I didn't want to eat out because in certain instances it made the news where people go, like, it'd be hidden cameras, or people who work in these restaurants be rubbing their private parts or rubbing the food rubbing people's food on their private parts and serving it to them, or spitting in their food, or just doing sadistic shit, or like the cab drivers or the delivery drivers. One time he was sent to deliver pizzas, and it was the Super Bowl. This is a true story. He ejaculated on somebody's pizza and in the car and gave it to him because he couldn't watch the Super Bowl because he was out working. And the person went to go reheat their pizza and noticed it was bubbling some type of way. And he realized it was something on his pizza that didn't look right. It wasn't cheese. You dig what I'm saying? And he took it back to the store, and that's when they realized the driver did something to vandalize his food. Like shit like that. And they want you to take the fall for the sadistic shit that they're doing to other people. There's one of those 2 scenarios. Likewise, this public defender and this Hierophant, this could be you, Aquarius, the public defender, to this Hierophant. So it could be a preacher and his wife, or a religious leader and his wife. And somebody's accusing this religious leader of doing sadistic stuff behind the scenes. And they feel like it's a win-win situation because so many big name people are getting in trouble for doing sadistic stuff to younger people or younger kids or just women, just oppressive in some way. And it's false. Something about it is false. With the 7 of Swords here, it's false. The Ace of Swords here is here twice. So it's going to be truth and clarity. Like the case is going to have to be thrown out because it's tampered evidence, or just not enough evidence, or something to prove that that's the case. You did, because the Justice card came out right next to this Hierophant. You know, you're going to be proved innocent that you have a stalker. Needless to say, if you don't take anything else from what I say, you have a stalker. And these are just premonitions that I see just looking at the cards. Like, it's somebody who you thought was a friend. Okay, all the while, or only see as a friend, and they end up feeling rejected with this 5 of Pentacles and this Hierophant, and the rest is history. They want creating all these weird ass scenarios, like Gone Girl, the movie Gone Girl with Ben Affleck. She was a crazy bitch, yo, and that's how this person is towards you with the Queen of Swords. So this Hierophant, this could be somebody who got broken up with by this Hierophant, who end up being in the spotlight in a leadership position. Once becoming with you, they realize their spiritual journey and their blessings is with you. They take a chance with you. Ace of Cups all day long, Ace of Wands all day long. Somebody's like trying to seize an opportunity. Either they try to fake a pregnancy, that turned out to be a lie with the Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, that's karma for somebody, and this person's being put with the right group of people that match the spiritual algorithm that he's supposed to be on. So you could have been led to defend this person or led to protect this person, be a garment for this person, like this person is a garment for the people. This is somebody who's responsible for a lot of people. The Hierophant, you see this? This is my Malcolm X Shabazz card. But nonetheless, this is somebody who's in the leadership position, who's responsible for other people. And you also are a public speaker or a public defender of some sort. If you're not an attorney or something, you're an entrepreneur, you're big in business or just big with standing up for justice, and something's going to be made correct. All this is because the two of you linked together. So you could be getting attacks. Both of you could be receiving evil eyes or attacks from different scenarios, different people, different scenarios, creating different scenarios to cause havoc in your life because they don't no longer have control or have an influence over you. They're going to try to come in and try to wine and dine you and charm you, and it's not going to work. You already have the mental clarity to get away from this person. This person's going to try to slip something in your drink or do something to your food, or they can no longer do anything to your food, and it's going to drive them crazy. So you're led to be careful. Nonetheless, I gotta think all these cards out. Okay, somebody's going on to pursue their dreams too with the King of Cups, and somebody is going to try to create these nasty rumors or false narratives to slow you down, to mess up your opportunities or mess up people wanting to work with you. This is somebody's dark, twisted fantasy. Okay, and it's a heads up. It's a heads up for somebody who's making headlines or making waves in whatever it is that they are talented or have a work ethic in doing. So you're led to be aware that with great power comes more accountability to really just watch who you have in your vicinity. Okay. More for the collective. Surrender to the divine. Be bold. Make the first move. I feel like you jumped out there. You took a chance. Hold your vision. Angel of truth. And step out of your comfort zone. Your north node. There you go. That's your north node. When you step on your north node, is all honestly, when you evolve spiritually, new levels bring new devils. That's what it sounds like. And you're at such a high velocity where you want to be a mass communicator or want to be in the public's eye about something. Expect that these are what the devils are going to look like in your experience. These people, some of these people are guilty and some of these people are innocent, whether they are abused behind the scenes. Like a lot of these stories you're starting to see on television with these big, powerful people doing all this sadistic stuff to people behind the scenes. A lot of that goes on behind the scenes. So you're going to be faced with more predatory energy. Be careful. That's what it says. It's not to scare you away from it, but just be aware that that's a real thing, that people will try to make you sell out for public humiliation. They think your success is not attached to public humiliation, needless to say. Okay? Your success is not attached to anything that's publicly that would be deemed as humiliating for you. If anybody ever found out what happened to you behind the scenes, that would be like the ultimate betrayal behind people you supposed to have been teamed up with or look like you're celebrating with in public. In actuality, they're behind the scenes being a predator with the King of Cups, with the emotional intelligence. They smile, they have all the right mannerism, but they really a fucking demon. And they network with other demons behind the scenes. Like, be careful. They're trying to lead you down a different path. The Shaitan is always busy, and most of them do get what they want with the Ten of Cups. So many people have fallen victim or succumbed to this for success with the Two of Cups. It's like they're one with a jinn. A jinn is like, I don't know if they permanently attached, but they attached for a long ass time. You dig? With the Seven of Pentacles, it's like it is rooted. Like the longer the jinn stay attached to you, the more attached they get to you. You dig? With the Nine of Pentacles, it's like you barely get to see your success, but you look like a winning ticket. Like you the golden parachute, but you're really stuck. But you're not really stuck. You feel stuck, but you're not stuck in actuality, because the Hangman is like self-induced. They want you to think it's your fault to keep you stuck. But then you got certain people that have spoke out with the Page of Wands, that do speak out, okay? And they go through a therapy session, they go through healing, they become closer to God. That gets the jinn off of them. You dig what I'm saying? This is my big footprints card, but for what it's supposed to represent, but it's not. It's the Most High, if anything, and that reestablishes peace for that person, and patience too, and to keep a broad horizon, keep an open mind that your future is way brighter than you think. If you be careful of the pitfalls, like don't walk off the cliff like too eagerly. You got to have some sense of patience, some sense of control. You can't be too anxious, or you can't be too you got to be ready, but you can't be too hasty, so to speak. Okay, to the point where you fall into the wrong shit. Now you got to work overtime because it's not just you that's there. It's a jinn there with you. So, and this crystal, this black tourmaline is on my card. Be bold, make the first move. You're protected with the creatrix. Let me see something. With the creatrix. Is there anything else to add to the creatrix? With the spiritual guidance, it talks about you having a need and an ability for creative self-expression. So whether it's your look, don't let nobody take it from you. Some ideas come together beautifully straight away, and some will need to be revised or released completely until you feel satisfied by the expression. So what you want to make sure is that you're not selling yourself short just to have a voice, to have your voice taken from you anyway. Okay, like you put yourself out there. When I say be bold, when I see be bold, make the first move, you are putting yourself out there, and you got to surrender to the divine with the gypsy spirit. Like people will try to deem you when you don't give in to the toxic elements to try to for people, when you don't give in to the devil's plot. The reason I see surrender to the divine and the gypsy hoe is like you're encouraged to say yes. You might feel encouraged to say yes to a lot of different opportunities. Like you are deemed that wonderful personality that everybody wants to work with and want to create adventures and ideas with, especially the ones that fill your heart with that sense of excitement. You know what I'm saying? But just because you're able to handle the unfamiliar better than the most, you dig what I'm saying? Like you have an inquisitive nature or an inquisitive soul, like a wanderlust in your soul, that heart quest for new worlds and amazing experiences. And you are supposed to feel that way. And you have like a gypsy soul that always seeks out something new and different. Don't let them they're going to try to deem you as somebody who's like ungrounded, like a Seven of Cups, somebody who's a daydreamer, who's not grounded, somebody who's incompetent to lead. They're going to try to make you out to be something like that when they don't get their way with you. All the while, this is how your life is meant to be, a divine adventure. That is, anybody who's jealous of a believer will try to deem them as something incompetent because they can't control them. It's projection. So be careful of that. It's like this spiritual journey it's supposed to feel like an adventure for you. You being with this person is supposed to feel like an adventure for you and an adventure for them. That's why the North Node is on this. It's like you're called to step out of your comfort zone, okay? And just go with it. You may have doubts. You may have a little bit of like fears because you walk into the unknown and you've been burnt before. That's realistic, okay? Your nervous system works just fine. However, you're meant to, it's supposed to feel like a divine adventure. That means God is here with you. Okay, you're not just stepping out and you're not just going to get burnt this time. This is you stepping out on faith, stepping out in discomfort, but you're stepping out on faith. After experiencing a 10 of swords with people who are supposed to be your friends and your family. That may be both of you. It could be one of you, or one of you could have already experienced that and one of you is going through it now. With the 7 of Wands, you're no longer valuing the negative opinions that deploy the devil's plot to keep you twisted and sadistic and intertwined and like a cocoon on a spider web, okay, of people's bullshit, just so they can hold on to your energy. with the Ace of Swords directly underneath that. And the Knight of Wands is underneath that. That's a big Jinn card. It's meant to keep you stuck in your head, keep you worrying. Okay, people say the damnest things to get what they want with the Knight of Cups. And you're the one that's feeling confused because you know your intuition is trying to tell you something. And they try to keep you in two minds. But you got... somebody has a Queen of Wands. Like, you could be the Queen of Wands to somebody. You have somebody's back, and it's about to be a whole big ass celebration, or they turned their back on an arranged ceremony or marriage or business contract or something, and somebody feels betrayed. Somebody who thought they were going to be in that Empress position. So somebody realized who the real Empress is, or they just realized that person was just not it, or just not this type of material. You know, it's just good for public display, and this is who they were behind closed doors. They could have represented themselves as this Empress, and they're really a damn bully and an asshole behind closed doors. So this person is keeping a broader mind. They're going in a different direction with the Hermit card, okay? And they're going to make their presentation to who they believe is right for them with that Queen of Pentacles, someone of value. Okay, if I'm gonna do all this singing and dancing, it's gonna be somebody who recognizes my value. So somebody walked away. Okay, this King of Pentacles walked away to go towards a Queen of Pentacles. Okay, someone who can reciprocate that loyalty and that respect and that honor and that tradition, that religion, that foundation needs to be set up right. So when they link up with you, it's them stepping out of their comfort zone, out of what was tradition, out of a generational curse that was made tradition, that was made normalized, and that has to stop. So being with you is going to cut out a lot of those issues. So you can rest assured a lot of the rumor mill is going to be spinning, conspiracy theories are going to be spinning, a lot of, what do they call those things? Those controversies that they make up this whole scenario, and it's a whole controversy, okay? Because you and this person stepped out on your North Node. You just made a whole adventure. You could be in goddamn Kuwait some damn where. I don't know. I'm just saying. Or Europe somewhere. Just seeing the world. Just doing something different. You're led to do something different. You and this person are led to do something very, very different from where you came from. And it's like you took the first step, and now you're positioned in the right place and space. Now you've met somebody who's positioned in the right place and space. Now things are shaping, things are realigning the way they were written to. So karmic, a lot of stuff is ending. A lot of issues are ending. Find a place where you can stand comfortably and say aloud, through unconditional love, I give God permission to guide me on a divine adventure. I trust the free spirit in my heart, which urges me to explore the new and unfamiliar and to make the entire world my home. You see what I'm saying? I'm curious and I'm open, and I trust that I will be looked after as I take my soul journey. And as you open your arms really wide, or position your hands to pray or something like that, and you say, and I trust that I will be looked after as if you are embracing your future. So you put your arms up to pray. It's like, my future is white. So I'm leaving off the black history to a white future, to create a white future. The adventures that are meant for you and all the beautiful blessings that life will bring to you. For now, you are open, ready, and you're willing to receive, and gently scoop up all those good things and accept them into your heart. It's like surrender. There you go. And surrender to the divine is on top of that. So to pray, to say a prayer over your reading to kind of counteract any deviant behavior. I'm going to start from Surah number 2, ayat number 14. And when they meet those who believe, they say, we believe. But when they're alone with their devils, they say, truly, we are with you. Verily, we were but mocking. And Allah mocks at them and gives them increase in their wrongdoing to wander blindly. These are they who have purchased error for guidance, so their commerce was profitless and they were not guided. Their likeness is as the likeness of one who kindled a fire. Then, when it lighted all around them, Allah took away their light and left them in the darkness, so they could not see. So they are deaf, dumb, and blind, so they return not to the right path. That's ayats 14 through 18. I mean, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.